Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the... yard line on the return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Makes it past the marker. Flying out to the left. The 30. Past the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They feed him again. Runs through the tackle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He might want another play. Arch is going to throw for it. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Pressure coming. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Makes a move. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies the stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he puts through the extra point. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dante Moore. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Now here's Moore. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He wants to change this route. Arch Madness. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. 4th down, Manning. He's taking the shot. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Pulls and fires complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. The Ducks want to move quickly. Keeps it himself. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. More to throw for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Using his legs, it smothers. Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
Quarterback making adjustments.
Booster. Under. Spider over. Go.
Here's Arch to throw. Looking deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Play. Go.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Flat. Move. Brothers. Q. Where did he go?
Manning to throw for it on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap. It's Bear. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. That's just inexcusable. A delay of game penalty there, and now it is 2nd and a mile and a half. Here's Moore to throw. Looking to scramble. On target to the left.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looking for a push on 4th down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the 1st down. Finding some room. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room.
Wide, over. Ready, go!
From the red zone, it's Smothers. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Here we go, ready. Wait, spider under, opposite. Go!
Try to barge their way in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Just enough time for one final play in this half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process, and now...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab on the shot. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this, baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Moore takes a shot. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will put them up here in the second half. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Dante Moore. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Under. Go.
Throwing Manning. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Going for the big play. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down.
Sweep. Go.
Fourth down, Manning. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now.
Tuck. Spade on.
To the air, it's Lacey. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game.
And your defense just came away with a huge scoop and score, so you try to capitalize on the momentum boost. You go for 2, and you get it. Nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's Moore to throw. Release to the back. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down.
We're just going to want to see this guy make faster decisions as this game goes on. He had all day to throw that, guys. I mean, he could have worked through 7 or 8 different progressions on that play and still never decided to get rid of it until it was too late and finally got hit.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looking. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Throwing Moore. Here comes the heat, and down he goes.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Moore to the air. The screen, and watch out. At the 20, he's got space. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they've regained the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole and
breaks into the open. And he's got plenty for the 1st down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready. Wide 80. Opposite. Set hard.
On first down, it's Brown again. At midfield, he's got room. Racing to the right. 10. Touchdown, Texas. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the extra point was good. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Moore. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 45. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Moore will throw. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Ducks. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Ducks with the answer.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. That's the way this defense wanted